Hi, Katie and Declan. I was going to say to Katie, this is another one of my favorite stories. And if you're learning to read, you'll probably notice that when I hold these books up, the words are backwards. I don't know if they look backwards to you, but I think they do. So sorry about that. Blame it on my computer. But the story's worth the pictures anyway. So this one is called Frederick. It's by Leo Lionni, and I believe he does the artwork too, which is really awesome. Yes, oh actually, yes, I believe he does. Okay. Here's someone, for some reason, wrote Frederick over and over and over and over as one of the cover pages. That's cursive writing, so it may not look like regular writing. Frederick. Okay. All along the meadow where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. Got it. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, where they keep all the grains and seeds like corn, a chatty family of field mice had made their home. Good times. But the farmer had moved away. The barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They're going to make little stockpiles of it so that they have enough food to eat when it snows and things are not growing all winter. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. There they are, all working. And here's Frederick. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. And when they saw Frederick sitting there, staring at the meadow, they said, And now, Frederick? I gather colors, answered Frederick simply, for winter is gray. And there are the other mice, and here is Frederick. And once Frederick seemed half asleep. Are you dreaming, Frederick? They asked reproachfully, which means they were a little annoyed. But Frederick said, Oh no, I am gathering words. For the winter days are long and many, and we'll run out of things to say. More workers, more of a different kind of gathering. Hello, Frederick. And look at these mice. They're made out of cut out and ripped pieces of paper. Isn't that awesome? The whole picture. It's ripped, even the ground. The paper was painted first and then torn and glued on. It's called collage. The winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. It's a lot of snow. Better get inside. In the beginning there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. Chatting, eating, sleeping. But little by little they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone and the corn was only a memory, which means they could remember it in their minds, but there wasn't any real corn to eat. It was cold in the wall and no one felt like chatting. They're a little grumpy. They're cold. They're hungry. They're probably a little bored because they've been inside so long. Inside the stone wall. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. "What about your supplies, Frederick?" they asked. So they all came over and asked Frederick. "Time to give us the goods, Frederick." "Close your eyes," said Frederick as he climbed up on a big stone. "Now I send you the rays of the sun. Do you feel their golden glow?" And as Frederick spoke of the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? So it starts to feel like the sun is shining inside the stone wall. Everyone feels better and everyone feels warmer. "And how about the colors, Frederick?" they asked anxiously. Now they're getting excited. Now they're starting to believe, Frederick. "Close your eyes again," Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles, that's a kind of flower, the red poppies, another flower, the yellow wheat, the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds. And really, they are painted in your minds if you think about them. Even when they're not there, you can remember them. Look at Frederick checking it out. "And the words, Frederick?" Frederick cleared his throat, waited a moment, and then said, as if from a stage, does sort of look like he's up on stage, doesn't he? "Who scatters snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat. And winter is last with cold little feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons are 4? Think of one less. Think of a year with one less, or one more. What if you didn't have spring, summer, fall, and winter? What if there was something more? What if there was one missing?" When Frederick had finished, the other mice applauded, clapped, and cheered. "But Frederick," they said, "you are a poet." Frederick blushed, got a little embarrassed, took a bow, and said shyly, "I know it." The end. Oh, look, another page of cursive writing. Frederick. So, I hope you liked that story because it is one of my all-time favorites. I like that guy so much. I have, I think, at least 2 more stories from him to read to you. But that one's finished. Talk to you soon. Good night if you're getting ready for bed.